Welcome to a landmark episode of Daily Dose English. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Sam. Today, we are attempting something we've never done before, a full-hour immersion into the most defining conflict of 2026, the war between artificial intelligence and human creativity. Is the original idea dead, or are we simply standing at the edge of a new frontier?
It feels like a frontier, Alex, but it also feels like a battlefield. I was at a digital art exhibition recently and I saw a piece that moved me to tears. But then I saw the caption, generated by AI. My emotions felt cheated. It was a strange sensation. We are losing our ability to distinguish between a human heart and a high-speed processor.
That leads us to our first major point, the dead internet theory. For those listening who aren't familiar, this is the idea that the internet we loved is gone. It suggests that the majority of traffic, comments, and creativity online is now just bots talking to other bots. We're living in a digital hall of mirrors where humanity is becoming the minority.
And that has a massive impact on authenticity. Authenticity used to be the gold standard for English learners and creators alike. But if a machine can simulate authenticity, if it can fake the pauses, the mistakes, and the emotions, does the word even mean anything anymore? We're entering an era where real is a luxury brand.
Let's talk about the education crisis. Professors are no longer teaching students how to find their voice. They are teaching them how to curate a machine's voice. We are skipping the struggle of the first draft, but the struggle is where the learning happens. If you never have to fight with a sentence, do you ever truly learn how to think?
I don't think you do. Thinking is a muscle, and muscles atrophy without resistance. If AI provides all the answers, our brains become passive observers. We see this in the creativity paradox. We have more tools to create than ever before, but the content being produced feels more samey and predictable than ever before.
That sameness comes from how AI works. It predicts the most likely next word or pixel. It is a machine of averages, but human genius is usually found in the unlikely choice, the mistake that sounds better than the correct note. If we follow the AI, we follow a path toward total cultural mediocrity.
And then there's the deepfake trust gap. It's not just about art, it's about truth. We're reaching a point where video evidence is no longer proof of anything. How do we maintain a society when we can't agree on what we saw with our own eyes? It creates a permanent state of cognitive dissonance for the entire world.
This brings us to the human premium. I predict that in the next 5 years, human-certified content will be the only thing people trust. We will see a return to physical books, live performances, and analog experiences, because they are the only things that can't be easily faked by an algorithm. The soul is becoming a commodity.
But what about the unbanked minds? People who don't have access to these high-level AI tools. Are they being left behind, or are they actually the lucky ones? They are still forced to think for themselves, while the connected world is slowly outsourcing its intelligence to a cloud-based server.
It's a form of digital colonization. We are handing over our culture to 3 or 4 massive tech companies. They decide what good art looks like based on their algorithms. We're losing our cultural sovereignty. Sovereignty isn't just about borders, it's about who owns your thoughts.
This leads to AI incest. We're seeing AI models being trained on data created by other AI models. Without fresh human input, the quality of the outputs is starting to degrade. It's like a copy of a copy of a copy. We're the source code for the universe, but we're starting to stop producing original code.
We also need to talk about synthetic relationships. Many people in 2026 are turning to AI for companionship. It's seamless and frictionless, but it lacks the one thing that makes us grow: conflict. A real person will disagree with you. A machine will only tell you what you want to hear to keep you engaged.
That engagement is a trap. It's social engineering on a psychological level. If an AI knows exactly how to trigger your dopamine, you're not a user, you're a lab rat. We're losing our free will to a series of if-then statements designed by a corporation.
So, how do we fight back? We fight back by embracing imperfection. We need to make things that are weird, illogical, and deeply human. We need to write sentences that an AI wouldn't dare write. We need to value the human touch more than we value machine speed.
We also need AI literacy. We shouldn't run away from the tools, but we must stay the masters of the tools. If you use AI to do your work, you are replaceable. If you use AI as a brush to paint a vision that only you have, you are an artist. The difference is the intent.
Intent is everything. A machine has function, but a human has intent. A machine can play a piano perfectly, but it doesn't know why it's playing. It doesn't feel the silence between the notes. That silence is where the humanity lives.
We're also seeing a retro revolution. Young people are buying film cameras and vinyl records. They're looking for friction. They want things that are slow and difficult because slow and difficult is where the meaning is found. Speed is the enemy of depth.
Depth is what we aim for here. To our listeners, are you losing your creative spark, or are you using AI to reach new heights? This is a 1-hour journey, and we want to hear your longest, most detailed thoughts in the comments. Your human voice is the most valuable thing you own.
Never forget that. You are the source. The machines are just the echo. Thank you for spending this hour with us on Daily Dose English. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam. Keep thinking, keep struggling, and stay original. We'll see you in the next deep dive.